Hey guys, Danny Johnson here. Today we'll remove this door panel on this Acura. It's pretty much similar for Honda too. We'll start with a Phillips or cross point screwdriver there by the door handle. If you take off these little covers as well, you can find some exposed. So we're going to take the ones that are off here near the door handle. There's one there. There's also one down here in the door cup area. And so by doing this, then we'll be able to get the panel off of the door. So make sure you take those screws out. Now we can remove this piece here. And on the back, it has the door lock actuator connector. So just make sure that you push down on the tab and it will slide off. And one thing I highly recommend is taking out the two screws here to get this handle to jiggle loose, and then the panel comes off the door so much easier without cracking anything. So then you can come and put your fingers behind here and pull directly back to break that tab outward, and just work your way around the door. With everything loose, with those screws out, you can pull the door directly straight back towards you, but the door itself does hang on the windowsill. So we'll go ahead and pop this back out towards us like this, and just work your way around the door. And again, if you have all the screws out, it should be good. You'll notice if the screws are still in there, but it does hang on the door sill here. So then when you're done, you want to lift up. Now notice how my handle hasn't been loosened yet, so it was really hard to walk this off of that door handle. With those other two screws removed, it would have come out a lot easier, and that's what I did later. Next, you can pull this panel off directly towards you. If you want just a little trim piece to help get that panel out. For the passenger side, it's very easy to put a screwdriver down here. Just push down on that tab and remove the power plug for the windows. And then on the bottom, there's a puddle light or a courtesy light bulb here. And so this is very easy as well. We're just going to get a flathead screwdriver and just pry up on the tab there on the bottom, and then you can slide that plug out. Now that's all that there is to it for the passenger side. The driver's side's a little more tricky. I'll show you a few tips and techniques here. We'll start by pushing down on the tab for this big gray connector and slide that one out. Then you also have the one here to lock the windows from being used. And so it's pretty simple. It just had a tab there on the top. So just push that down and remove it. But the tricky part is this green connector that activates the mirrors. And so we're going to actually remove the mirror selector switch out. It's so much easier. So see this metal tab that you push down on? After doing that, we can just push that whole block out. So from the back side with a screwdriver, we're just pushing that metal piece that I just showed you down. This is what it looks like while it's still in the car. And so as you push that down, now you can just wiggle that whole block out. So just push upward and see it starts to come out here. Use a screwdriver to kind of push it up. So on the other side of the door, this is what it looks like. We just start to pull that up and out. Now you have much more access to pinch that cable and to remove it. Otherwise it's really tight. So just make sure that you plug all this back in, especially this little guy for the door locks likes to hide down on the door. And then make sure you're hanging that door back on top of the windowsill and adding back in all of the screws. So we're just going to do the opposite of removal and push the door directly straight back in with all the push pins and replace that triangular piece and everything there. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please check the video description. I have more videos that are similar to this, and if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Thanks guys.